Hello, First Presbyterian Church family. Pastor Dan here in the rain on a Wednesday. Hey, isn't this great? It's great to be getting some rain. It's great to see the snow falling up in the mountains. The Central Valley needs that. Now, I am concerned about the areas in parts of California that received the wildfires this past summer and early fall. Don't want to see them getting so much rain that those slides are happening. And so in my prayers of gratitude for the moisture, I am also praying that God is showing the ability to be sensitive to the burned areas. I want to encourage you today with a reminder about the main text of our sermon last week. And that was in 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 11 through 14. And verse 11 in particular was a verse where the Apostle Paul was exhorting the church in Corinth to do certain things that should be customary in a Christian congregation. First off, he encouraged them to encourage one another. Sorry for the redundancy there. However, that is such a helpful thing for us to do for one another. When you see people that are either feeling discouraged or disappointed, I encourage you and exhort you, as the Apostle Paul would, to prayerfully say something or do something for them that actually encourages them, so that if they're discouraged, they feel the sense that they can try again. If they're disappointed, they see some sort of reason why to be grateful for whatever their circumstances are. That encouragement is so important. And I also am encouraging us today to follow that line of exhortation that the Apostle Paul continues in verse 11 with show one another peace and love. That is something that we could use more and more of. There's never too much peace and harmony and love being displayed between us. And I love that term harmony. That term harmony refers to the idea that all of us have different parts to play in our role as followers of Jesus. And the church is comprised of a body of many parts. And some of us have gifts of administration. Some of us have gifts of teaching. Some of us have gifts of encouragement. Some of us have gifts of being able to discern certain things spiritually. Some of us have the gifts of being generous. Some of us have the gifts of knowing how to be prophets. Well, whatever our gifts are, they are needed. Just like every instrument is needed in a symphony. And those symphonies, they're loaded, if you can imagine, with dozens upon dozens of different instruments. Sometimes almost all the instruments playing at once, but fulfilling a different role. And other times, certain instruments highlighted while the rest falls silent. But all of it together carrying the piece of music that they are purposed to play. We are the same way as a church family. We have a need for one another's gifts. Our gifts are complementary. Our gifts propel us to be better together than we are separately. And so I encourage us today to not only play our gift, if you will, as strongly as we can, but to urge our fellow brothers and sisters in Christ to play their gift as strongly as they can. This is not a time where we need to be overly modest about what God has given us to be and to do. This is a time in our church history, in our world's history, where we need to be hitting that high note of the harmony that we can bring together. Hey, look at that verse 11 in 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and pray that we are an encouragement to one another. Pray that we are living in harmony and peace with one another. Pray that the God of love and peace is truly guiding our congregation, and enjoy the rain while also praying that the mudslides don't occur. I urge that as we're thinking about all of our state today. God bless you all. Talk to you soon.